I am completely covered in sand.
I love it.
Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I am Phil.
I am Julie. We're in Galveston, Texas, and it's 5 Sip Friday.
Today we are sipping a sample from our friends Eric C. and Ruby Heart 921, and I feel like we've been on a bit of a roll here.
You've done awesome this season.
Which means it's time to fall completely on my face, and
Yep.
sitting here with sand all over me and the sun sort of behind us, so now we're backlit, which was not the intention, but that's how things tend to go on the beach. Ready to get into this whiskey. If it's your first time joining us for 5 Sip Friday, we nose the glass, take 5 sips, try and figure out what the heck we're drinking, and ultimately it is revealed. I'm really excited for a whiskey today. I think I'm ready to have a sip.
I'm ready too. Let's get into the nose.
All right. That smells fruity and delightful, honestly.
It sure does. It's got a beautiful color, caramely, vanilla-y.
Yeah.
Smells bourbon-y.
I would say traditional bourbon notes. Completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that there's a hint of spice there to balance things out. We haven't even sipped it yet, and I'm already talking about how well balanced it is. You ready to get going on sip number one?
I am. Let's start the weekend.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's delightful.
Wow. I wasn't expecting it to taste like that.
Delicious?
This is right up your alley.
Yeah, I like this.
I'm getting a lot of simple syrup.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of, as suspected, well-balanced tasting notes here. It is, on sip number one, I'm not going to go into a lot of tasting notes because I think it's a nice medley of flavor there. It does hit like a bourbon, and it's quite satisfying so far. Somebody just wandered right into our shot back there. How
love it.
rude on a public beach. Sip number two, are you ready?
Yes. For me, this tastes very floral.
I think that there's a flowery presence here. I'm not good with my flowers, so I couldn't say if it's a rose or something else, but I think you're right. It is a little bit of a wandering through a lush garden happening here.
That's like the predominant thing for me. So when you were talking on the first sip about how like this is super balanced and all of that, that note, that floral note for me is front and center.
Really?
And so I'm not getting a lot of the oakiness or that, you know, fruitiness or even the carameliness that you're kind of expecting.
Wow.
But I think that'll probably come later in my sips.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was kind of thinking, like, the further we go into this, we're going to get more individual tasting notes.
Yeah.
I will say this time around, I got a little bitterness on the oak that I was getting. I think all those flavors contribute to this maybe possibly being a little bit well-aged. So off the bat, I'm thinking bourbon, well-aged. I'm enjoying it. And you're right, this is up my alley. This is my type of whiskey right here. Sip number three?
Yep. So I did get a good hit of vanilla and brown sugar on that sip.
Okay, there you go. You got something. I got more of the same. I would say that there's a cherry presence coming in here, and I'm still enjoying it. The spice is building with each successive sip.
Agreed.
I do like it. It's not overwhelming at all, just balanced, like we keep saying. I'm ready for sip number four.
Yep.
I gotta say, I don't like kneeling in the sand. It's really hard sand. It hurts my knees, hurts my feet. So now I'm sitting halfway off camera just to say that I enjoyed sip number four. Got more of the same. It's not growing in big flavors or anything like that. The heat continues to build, indicating to me that at first I thought a little proofy. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe a lot proofy, but I'm enjoying it. Very nice whiskey.
Yeah, I agree. The flavors haven't shifted too much from that original sip. It's a really consistent drink. Let's do sip five.
On to sip five. Here we go. Already into it.
So in my head, I'm thinking this has to be a bourbon, but there's enough spiciness here that this is the kind of drink that throws me where
Uh-oh.
is it something else? Like I really get in my head and stuff like this. There's a lot happening here that makes me kind of second guess myself.
Yeah, you would. I don't think that the grain is there to call this a rye. I don't think that the citrus, there's no lime there,
Good
no
point.
lemon. I'm not getting any of those notes that would indicate that there's a rye. I'm not even getting a tea note or herbal note or grassy note in
Talk
any
me
way.
into it.
All right, so there we go. If it's a rye, I'm going to give you points for it anyway. I'm ready to go on my guesses for this one. I want to say that I liked it a ton at first. I like it a little less the more we get into it, but I'm still enjoying it. I think maybe if we sipped this over an hour rather than over 20 minutes, I think I would like it even more. And because my legs are tired, I'm going to take a break, and you can tell us what you think this is.
Sure. So I'm going to go bourbon. I'm going to go barrel. There's enough
Okay.
barrel quality to this one. Just for whatever reason, It just screamed barrel to me. That's the only
Okay.
thing I could think of. I think this is going to be a little high, but I'm going to go 124 proof.
Wow, okay.
I don't think that it is, but there's something warm and
Yeah.
building on it. Maybe I'll go down to 122.
I stick with your instincts.
Ah, okay.
I'm with you on that one.
All right, 124.
All right, I do think it's proofy. Anything else you want to add? Age
Oh,
and variety, you think it's bourbon. You said that.
Yeah,
I was listening, I promise.
no, it's good. For the age, I don't know. I don't think
Yeah.
it's particularly, I don't think it's 10 years or more.
Okay.
But I feel like it could be like 4 to 6. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah, that's all I'm going. 4 to 6.
Well, I like your barrel guess a lot because I get strong MGP vibes from this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, I was going to say in the neighborhood of 120. I think maybe 117 proof.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
This tastes like something a little high end to me, so I don't know much about this brand, but I'm going to go 10-year aged. I'm going to go Old Carter, and I'm going to go 117 proof. I don't know if they even make anything like that, but I'm going bourbon because I think that this is an MGP product. I think that they do MGP stuff. So I just want to say that I really enjoyed it, and a huge thank you to Eric C. and Ruby Heart 921.
And a guest that's never been, I don't think, guest on 5 Sip and over the whatever, how many seasons we're on right now.
Yeah, Old Carter's not something I would ever talk about, but it just popped in my head, and I thought that makes sense. Maybe.
If we know one thing, we know there's going to be an awesome photo.
Yeah, can't wait to see the picture.
This brand is always in my head, and I never guess it.
Really?
I always think someone's going to send us one of these someday, and I'm going to nail it. But I didn't guess it today. So
Didn't quite do it.
It is 4-gate foundation. It is barrel proof, 10 years aged. Oh my gosh, it's only 105 proof.
Really?
Yep, 105 proof. The mash bill is 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley. It is a generous pour at $199.
Holy smokes. Okay. Well, said we felt like it was an elevated type of sip. Felt
Yep.
like it was bourbon. Felt like it was MGP. I think that's their mash bill. It may not be. Correct me if it's not.
Yeah.
Proof, we were both way off. The more we sipped that, the more I thought that it was quite proofy. 10 years, I'm glad that we got that though. We got the age in this one. It was pretty obvious right off the bat that bitterness was not an overwhelming bitterness, just a little bit of the oak that was showing off there. So I'm good. I'm ready to stand up and get off my
Yeah, my
haunches
feet are
here.
asleep, I
Yeah,
think.
I don't like sitting this way. In the future, we need to bring some chairs with us or something. Some rocking chairs to the beach would be pretty good. So thanks once again to Eric C. and Ruby Heart 921 for the wonderful sample. Thank you to the city of Galveston for being a lot of fun, and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. We didn't crash and burn.
Let's go to Austin.